If there's one thing in particular that I really like about the Japanese manga market, it's the fact that they want to engage with their fans in a very peculiar way, meaning that they'll advertise, you know, for their fans to come up with creatures or characters that can potentially be used within the story. You have the series like Kinnikuman, which utilizes made up wrestlers that are made up by the fans. Literally, the entire cast is just fan submissions. Then you have another series like Toriko, which most of its monsters and such that you see throughout the story are fan submissions. Some are created by, the creator himself, but most of them are fan submissions. Now, why am I starting the video off with this weird information? It's because throughout volumes, we're on volume 15, I believe, or 14. Crap. I really forgot what volume this was. I think 14. So, throughout volumes, I want to say 12, or 11 through 13, there have been this contest going on for a new Bakemono that would show up and wreak havoc. And so, a winner was chosen, and that Bakemono is what is featured in this volume, having its own story arc. But before I get into talking about that, you're probably wondering what happened to the whole Yuki Onna story, right? Well, apparently the way to turn a Yuki Onna, or a snow woman, into an actual being is to embrace her with all your might, wait till she melts, then she comes out of the melted ice or whatever, fully naked as a human woman. Hey, I didn't make the rules. That's how it is. It was a nice little side story. It didn't have to drag on as long as it did. I think it lasted for at least 6-7 chapters. That's including the chapters that, we got from the previous volume. Yeah, I think it should last as long as that vampire story lasted, which was at least 5 chapters, if I recall correctly. But the best part of it, though, was learning why the mother wanted to freeze the town, and why she was so hell-bent on, killing all the humans. And it's because she basically got her heart broken when she was young. So she really didn't want her daughter to suffer the same fate. And of course, Tora can't eat Ushio because the spear is always going to show up and whack him in the face. Even if Ushio doesn't try calling it, it will just do so. That's how strong of a connection Ushio and the Beast Spear have. Now, the Bakemono I was mentioning that was created by a fan, it's called a Yamao. Now, the Yamao is a creature, or Bakemono, that dwells within the deep recesses of the earth. It looks like a giant shadow with a big-ass grin and small beady eyes. Why it looks like a shadow is because it's covered in massive amounts of hair that it can control at will. The hair is resistant to lightning and also resistant to fire, which makes a lot of Tora's attacks unusable, to say the least. And it has a very, very keen taste, like all fucking Bakemono do, for human flesh. Its one weakness, but also its greatest strength, is sunlight. What I mean by this is that when exposed to sunlight, the creature expands and combusts, meaning that it becomes like a, not nuclear, but like a no. That means it would freeze everything. It was a hydrogen bomb. But yeah, like a very powerful. I really don't know my explosives, but think of like a C4 times 3 or times 6. It's a very large explosion that can wipe everything out around it. So this creature is attacking Ushio, Tora, his father Shigure, Izana, I think that's the little creature's name was, on a rail car. Not only is that happening, so do you remember the like crazy ass monk that attacked Ushio and Tora that was sent by the Kohaime sect to take back the Beast Sphere? Like back in volume, I wanted to say 5 or 6. I think his name was like Kyora. Yeah, he's back, and he has a big fucking vendetta against Ushio because, well, Ushio whooped his ass once, and this guy is a sore loser. So he wants to get that beating. He wants to get them hands again. So while this monster's attacking, this dude's attacking, and there's this like character named Shinichi who is a big fucking pushover. Now, I believe fully that no author ever puts characters in a story arc just to be there. Every character has their purpose, and Shinichi's purpose is gonna end up showing, but so far it really hasn't. All we know is that he's very not self-absorbed, that's not the right word. His perception on the world around him is that people are happy if he does good things. And he only does good things because, in a sense, people hold stuff over his head. Like, for example, he cleans the litter in alleyways to make his mother happy. He gets good grades to make his father happy. But that is not really his own happiness, which is why he cannot smile with, I don't know what the word is, conviction? No, that's not the right word. He cannot smile with a sense of self-love. And it's very easy to hate everything and everyone, and even yourself, if you do not have some type of self-love. And just so we're clear, I'm not talking about that kind of self-love, okay? So the story of the exploding shadow hair monster is, well, it came to a halt. That's only because we're going to get the rest of that story in the next volume. Probably one of the better aspects of this volume, I'd say, is the fact that there was a lot of instances of how the previous generation should act in accordance for the new generation, to show them the path ahead, for lack of better words. And the fact that Ushio's father, Shigure, can act like a loud obnoxious drunk singing tunes to himself in a sleeper car, but then when shit gets serious, he does not fly off the handle, he does not yell, he just becomes calm and collected, knowing that normal people are going to act irrationally to a, well, let's face it, an irrational situation. Because if I recall correctly, I believe it's fear leads to panic, panic leads to doubt, doubt leads to people making dumb decisions, or actually, maybe I got that flipped. Whatever. Case in point is, when people are afraid, they cannot act rationally. And Shigeru knows this. Oh yeah, did I fail to mention that there's a bunch of people on this train and they all know what the big shadow hairy Bakemono looks like? Yeah. And with that being said, what do you guys think of Ushio and Tora volume, either this is 14 or 15? Sorry, I forgot what volume we're on. Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching. Hope y'all have a wonderful day. If you'd be so kind as to subscribe to the channel, and once you do, or after you subscribe, I mean, turn on notifications. That way you'll know when I put out more content. But you'll probably know when I put out more new content, because I always keep my subscribers updated through the community posts. So keep an eye out for those. As well as give the video a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm, lets YouTube know that my content is worth watching. And feel free to share the video with those that you believe would enjoy my content. With that being said, I'll chat with you guys later. Ciao for now.